What if I told you the fastest way to make millions isn't by chasing trends, startups, or the next big app, but by building something so boring most people completely ignore it? No hype, no viral moments, no fancy branding, just predictable cash coming in every single month. And here's the uncomfortable truth. While most people are busy trying to go big, there are quiet operators building multi-million-dollar empires with businesses you'd probably scroll past in 2 seconds. In this video, I'm going to break down the exact types of boring businesses that print money, why they work when flashy ideas fail, and how you can realistically start one, even if you're not rich. But be warned, this isn't sexy, this isn't fast, and if you're looking for shortcuts, this won't help you. But if you actually want results, keep watching. Part 1. The big lie about money. Most people think making hundreds of millions is complicated. It's not. What's complicated is your mindset, because you've been trained to believe success comes from innovation, creativity, or doing something never done before. That's backwards. The biggest money isn't made from new ideas. It's made from solving old problems better than everyone else. Think about it. People will always need clean clothes, cash access, equipment, repairs, trash removal. These problems don't disappear, which means if you can position yourself between a problem and a payment, you don't need genius, you need consistency. Part 2. Property-based cash flow businesses. Let's start with asset-based businesses. These are businesses where you own something and people pay to use it. Sounds passive, right? Not exactly. Let's break down the reality. 1. A TM business. Simple, but not easy. On the surface, this sounds almost too easy. Buy a machine, place it somewhere busy, collect fees. Done. And yes, this can work. Some people start with just a couple $1,000s and scale into serious monthly income. But here's what nobody tells you. This business is won or lost on 2 things. Location maintenance. If your machine is in a bad location, you make nothing. If your machine runs out of cash, you make nothing. If your machine breaks, you make nothing. This is not passive. It's operational discipline disguised as passive income. The people who win here aren't lucky. They're obsessive about negotiating placements, monitoring usage, maintaining uptime, and most importantly, they don't go all in on day one. They test, then scale. 2. Laundromats, the passive income trap. You probably heard this before. Laundromats are 95% successful. Sounds incredible, but slow down. High success rate doesn't mean high profits. Here's the reality. Yes, laundromats can work, but they're not set it and forget it. You're dealing with machine breakdowns, utility costs, theft and vandalism, cleanliness standards, customer experience. And here's the brutal truth. If your location isn't perfect, you're dead. People don't drive across town to do laundry. Convenience wins every time. So if you're thinking about this business, understand this. It's not passive. It's a location-driven operations business. And scaling it requires way more capital than most beginners can handle. 3. Equipment rental, hidden gold mine. Now this one is different. This is where things start getting interesting. Every single day, businesses need equipment they don't own. Why? Because buying everything up front is expensive. So instead, they rent. And when they need it urgently, which means they'll pay a premium. This creates a powerful advantage. You're not competing on price, you're competing on availability and speed. Imagine owning generators, air compressors, construction tools, and renting them out daily. One piece of equipment can generate income again and again and again. But don't get carried away. Here's the catch. You need capital. You need logistics. You need maintenance systems. If your equipment fails, your reputation is gone. So again, start small, master one category, then expand. Part 3. Why services beat assets. Here's where most people get it wrong. They think owning assets equals wealth. Not always, because assets require money up front. And if you don't have capital, you're stuck. That's why service businesses are often the smarter starting point. Why? Because they're cheaper to start, faster to launch, easier to test. But there's a downside. Low barrier to entry equals high competition. So how do you win? You don't try to be different. You try to be better and more reliable. 4. HVAC/trades, the real opportunity. If you're serious about making money, this might be the most underrated path. Instead of going to college, learn a trade. Yes, this isn't glamorous, but here's the reality. People will always need heating, cooling, repairs, and most businesses in this space are outdated. Bad marketing, slow service, poor communication. That's your opportunity. If you combine skill systems, modern marketing, you can dominate locally. And once you dominate one area, you expand, not fast, but strategically. 5. Tow truck business. High pain equals high profit. This is one of the smartest, boring businesses out there. Why? Because you're solving urgent problems. When someone's car breaks down, they don't shop around. They call whoever shows up first. And if you're the only option, you control the price. Even better, the real money isn't in small cars. It's in heavy-duty towing, trucks, commercial vehicles. That's where margins explode. But again, this isn't easy. You need equipment, skilled drivers, availability. It's operationally demanding, but incredibly scalable. 6. Waste management, the billion-dollar monster. Nobody dreams about starting a trash business. That's exactly why it works. Because demand is guaranteed. Every home, every business, every city. Trash doesn't stop. And here's the key insight. This is a fragmented industry, meaning there's always room for small players to enter locally. You don't need to compete nationwide. You just need to win in your area. Maybe faster pickup, better pricing, more flexible scheduling. Find the gap, exploit it, scale it. That's how empires are built. Part 4. The real playbook. Now listen carefully. This is where most people fail. Not because the ideas are bad, but because their execution is garbage. Here's the real playbook. Step 1. Start cheap or don't start at all. If your business needs huge money up front, you're taking unnecessary risk. Smart operators start lean. Example, instead of building a factory, test demand first, sell first, then build. This keeps your risk near zero. Step 2. Get customers before you build. This is where people mess up badly. They build, then hope customers come. Wrong. You validate first. Create a simple offer. Run ads. Talk to real people. If nobody buys, your idea is bad. Fix it. Step 3. Master one area. Don't expand too fast. This kills businesses. Focus on one location, one customer type, one system. Dominate it, then expand. Think local first, not global. Step 4. Build systems, not chaos. If your business depends on you, you don't own a business, you own a job. You need repeatable processes, clear systems, delegation. That's how you scale. Part 5. The final truth. Here's the part nobody wants to hear. These businesses work, but they're boring. And that's the problem, because most people don't fail due to lack of opportunity. They fail because they get bored. They chase new ideas, shiny trends, quick wins, instead of committing. The winners, they pick something simple and stick with it for years. They don't need excitement, they need results. So if you're serious about changing your life, Stop looking for the perfect idea. Start looking for a real problem, a simple solution, a repeatable system. Because boring businesses aren't actually boring. They're just misunderstood. And if you play this game right, they won't just make you money, they'll make you free.